Right, we're back for another round robin match between Andre Strachan and Rob Williams against Roberto Rospo and Dennis Ullery. Nice to see Andre and Rob matching up. We're here at 0-0-2. Unforced error from Andre there. Dennis is actually the American of the tournament. He's from Ohio. Plays at Middletown Pickleball Club, so he's probably travelled the furthest for this tournament, or maybe he must live in the UK, but he'll claim he's travelled the furthest in this tournament. Ooh, so unforced error from Rob. Rob won bronze in the 3.5 singles yesterday, so that was very good from him. Good drive from Roberto across court, causing the unforced error. You see a good game here because Andre and Rob play conventional pickleball, whereas Dennis and Roberto play a bit more unconventional, a few more drives, a bit more of a wristy action, like sort of, it's a bit less sort of known and where it's going to go each time. So I think we're in for a good match here. 2-0-2. Good point there from Rob and Andre. Lovely deep serve from Andre there. Oh, it's good. Good direction change from Roberto. So Roberto is actually Italian that lives in Bristol. So take of that or what you wish, but he's come from Bristol, but so they're the international team of this tournament, I think, the American and Italian combo. We've got 2-2-2 here. Oh, it's a lovely shot from Roberto. Although he did step back because he didn't reach the volley, what he did is he watched Rob and just put it behind him, and Rob then wasn't able to actually get through to the ball, and he knocked it wide. Ooh, just wide from Dennis. Went for the third shot winner. It's a good play from Rob. Straight on the middle, both of them stare at each other, saying yours, and they win the point. Andre's reached across. Say something about the venue here. So we're at lovely Bolton Arena up in Bolton. We've got 16 courts here, almost 250 players, playing at all ages, I imagine. I think the youngest player is 16 here and the oldest is in their 80s, so there's a really huge array, which is why pickleball is one of those hugely growing sports worldwide. It's absolutely massive in America, but now it's transitioning over to Europe very quickly. More and more places are putting pickleball lines down, and like whether it's taped down or chalked down or even now put permanently down. So yeah, really good. Really good sort of onus on looking forward to maybe trying to make it an Olympic sport, or less Rob there trying to go for an ATP and just not quite waiting long enough for it. Yes, I mean the International Federation of Pickleball have got 58 member countries. You need 75 for the Olympics. So yeah. So we've got 17 countries to go before we can start putting official bids in to maybe make it an Olympic sport, looking maybe for Los Angeles 2028. Lovely serve right on the line. Oh, good. Roberto. I think Roberto initially called it out, but Dennis called it in. I think it was a good shot from Rob. I think I would have called it in from up here as well. Good. I'm on live commentary at the moment. Up. Oh. Yeah. Well weighted for Andre. Didn't really panic. So that's where you get the conventional pickleball. The cross-court dinking there. They swap 6-2-2, I think. Did we game all that? 6-2, I think. It's going away, are you? Yeah. Yeah. Good defence. Oh, that's great defence there from both Dennis and Roberto, forcing the error from Andre, just sort of rushing it a little bit. 7-2-2. It's really, Rob and Andre really do need to get a good point in here to get the serve back. Oh, it's another unforced error. Looks like they're putting their shots a little bit straight for now. They need to try and work a bit more cross court. And it takes away the need to hit such a perfect shot. That's a lovely shot from Rob. Great punch drive straight down the line. This is here, right, at 2-8, they need to get a few points here. Oh, unforced error from Roberto there. Try to get cross court, but I mean that's... No, we've got 3-8-1. Oh, he's gone for a spin serve. Oh, he's trying to spin it out his hands and he's just nobbled it long.
Hey, how's it going? You must go first too.
Yeah, good. Oh, I'm the same commentary. It's alright. So the score is now 8-3-1. Roberto and Rob and Andre, do need a good stop here. It's probably a silly serve from Rob Williams going for the really hard serve at 3-8 down. But they've got a good stop there. 8-3-2. Could do with getting another stop here. It's a good return right to the backhand. Should be dead from Andre. Good tennis player. Also a lovely reset from Dennis. This is the dinking we like to see. It's really good dinking. Just clip the net, run the post end right. Yeah, lovely shot from Roberto there. He's waited just that extra bit of time to make sure he's round the net, just so he can go low. He probably might have been going long, but it's one of those ones that Rob has to hit because he can't leave it. He's stuck in that position. I think we're at 9-3-2 now, so this is a big point for a big point. It's a lovely shot. It's a great bit of defence. It's a super shot from Rob. He's out of position, but he put it cross court, which gives him more time to then get back, and it protects his partner as well. I've been asked to give a shout out to Anthony McElvain. Oh, I think it might have. Did it hit him on the way through? It did. It hit Andre on the way through. But yeah, Anthony's asked for a shout out. He's actually my men's doubles partner today, so I don't know if that's any bias or anything, but we will go from there. That's a good volley, good bit of volleying here. Oh, he's just tried to reset it a bit too early and ended up putting it in the net. Right, didn't really score off that, so now it's a good couple of points here. 9-3-1 we're at. 2 points from victory. Lovely third shot. Oh, Roberto, he wanted to hit it hard and just was a bit out of position there. That's a lovely third shot again. So even though those third shots Andre was able to volley, they were going dipping so much that they were good third shots. They weren't attackable, but then he went for a silly shot on that fifth one, which caused the error, and they eventually lost the point. This is a good chance for Andre and Rob to maybe snatch a few points here now. Oh, lovely put away. don't know if you can see the way Dennis holds his paddle. He's got his finger behind it, which makes it a bit more unconventional, and the fact that he can flick his wrists and he play a shot that basically change the angle without people really being able to see it to the last minute. That's a lovely shot from Rob. He's glided that straight through the middle. And what it does do is it will probably at times cause Dennis a few errors because of just the way he holds the paddle, but what it will do is also it will give him the opportunity to make some more winners. And Rob's gone for a spin serve, right off the line. That's a lovely serve. So yeah, we've got these tape lines down here on the tennis courts. The courts are absolutely superb, but if the ball hits the line, and it does hit it more than you think, it really skids, so you really have to watch the ball off the line. That ball pops up a little bit. 9-5-1. This game potentially could get a bit closer here if they can stop them without getting a point. Good return, lovely drive. Oh, that's an unforced error from Andre there. A bit unnecessary, but we've got a good match point here. 10-5-1. We'll see that skid off the line a little bit there. Yeah, good volley from Andre there, right at the feet, making it very difficult for Dennis, especially with his paddle, to get that underneath the ball to be able to get it up and over the net. Another match point now, 10-5-2. A bit of thinking, a bit of cat and mouse here. Roberto's popped it up and it's been hit. That's a great point. That's a really good pickable point there. So yeah, we've got 5-10-1. This is now game to 11, win by 1. If they can rattle off a few points here, this game's going to all of a sudden get quite close. Oh, that's a good pop. That's a lovely shot from Roberto. Semi-popped up, drove straight at the feet. 5-10-2. They still need to get a few. Is Rob going to try his spin serve again? Yes, he is. He's trying it again. That's a good serve, actually. Lovely third shot from Andre there. The line, really skid off the line. That's a lovely play. That's all right. 6-10-2. Oh, that's an unforced error from Roberto. It's doing the group stage, but the pressures here are unbelievably intense. Top 4 go through to the quarterfinals later on. Both these teams have had a loss, I think. Andre and Rob had a win in their first game. Roberto and Dennis had a loss in their first game. So this is a big game early on. 10-7, 2 match points again. That's a lovely shot from Rob. Good poach coming across Andre, stop him hitting the backhand. So all of these players, Dennis isn't, but Roberto, Andre and Rob are all big tennis players converted. It's pickable. It's a lovely shot. Oh, it's got a tweener. Oh, the tweener's not... Always one of those ones that if you do a tweener it doesn't quite come off. It's one for the crowd if it does, but unfortunately not quite then. Kyle Yates wouldn't have approved of that one. No sick tricks or any of that. It's a good play. You slow it down a little bit here, or he's going to get into a bit of trouble. Lovely shot from Roberto. That ball looked like it might have been going wide, but he was there to hit it. We've got 7-10-2. Really need a point here under M. Rob Williams. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think that hit the line personally, but it's pickable. It's the opponent's call, and we go from there. 2 match points again. Good depth, keeping it to Roberto. That's a lovely block. Lovely block from Rob and Andre. Good defence, and then Roberto forced into going for a proper winner. It's another match point now. It's their 6th match point now. It's going to go over the net. That's going over the net. Oh, if it's allowed them in. I probably should have kept them deep. Oh, that's a really good point. That was a really good point. The pressures of trying to finish off a game here. That was 6 match points down now. 7-10-1. 4 points from victory, this team. It's a great serve. We're going to hit it with a good third shot. I think that's a lovely reset. Oh, it's hit the net. It looks like on their third shots they're targeting it to Roberto a bit more, but he said sorry, but we all know in pickleball he is very not sorry about that shot. He's absolutely delighted it's hit the net and gone over. 7-10-2. It's a good get. It's a good bit of defence. Oh, probably that ball looked like it might have been going out, but it's always very difficult to leave an out ball when you're down. It's 10-7-1, match point number 7. Good return from Andre. Good drive. Oh. It looks like they're hitting all of their returns to Roberto. No, he's just going to drive and they just block it straight back to him, and then he goes again. He's not quite set for it. They're trying to avoid. It looks like they're trying to avoid Dennis for that third shot. That's lovely again. That's great defence. That's 8 match points. 8 match points that have come and gone. 7-10-1. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to force it to Roberto a little bit more, hoping for him to make an error. But it's holding firm right now. He's dropped it to Dennis. Oh, see, there you go. The American. He's a strong player. Probably has a bit more pickleball experience than the rest of the players on the court. As soon as it was dropped over to him, he was able to force a bit on Andre and then forces the error from Rob. Right, we've got 7-10-2. They really could do with a point here if they want to get back into this game. Oh, he was there. He had it. Right. Match point number 9. Andre and Rob have been really good at defending with a good deep return. It's a bit shorter, that one. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, long. He had it there, just overhit slightly. Sometimes starts getting into your head if you can't get this match point done. If they lose this one, Andre and Robert hit the line as well. That's going to be long. Oh, it's long. That's a good ball that hit the line. It's a lovely game. Yeah, played in good spirits. Couple match, all high-fiving at the end. But no, lovely game. Dennis and Roberto are the winners, and they will now be playing their next game in a little bit. Stay tuned. There'll be a new game on in about 10 minutes or so. So grab yourself a coffee and then come back and watch the live stream. I'll see you in a bit.